Ragnar Lothbrok remains an enigmatic figure, shrouded in the mists of time. His very existence is a matter of scholarly debate, a tapestry woven from history and myth. The sagas sing of his heroic deeds, painting a portrait of a legendary Viking king. Yet, historical records offer only fragmented clues, whispers of a powerful chieftain. The name Ragnar echoes through the annals of the Viking Age, a symbol of Norse ambition. He is often described as the son of the Swedish king, Sigurd Hring. His early life, as told in the sagas, is a whirlwind of adventure and conquest. He is said to have earned his nickname, Lothbrok or Hairy Breeches, in a rather peculiar way. Legend has it that he wore these breeches for protection when he fought a venomous serpent. This tale, though fantastical, speaks to the larger-than-life persona of Ragnar. His first wife, the shield maiden Lagertha, was a formidable warrior in her own right. Their love story, as told by Saxo Grammaticus, is one of passion and betrayal. Ragnar later married Aslaug, the daughter of the legendary hero Sigurd and the shield maiden Brynhildr. Aslaug, also known as Randalin, was said to be a Völva, a seeress with magical powers. Together they had several sons who would carve their own names into history. Bjorn Ironside, Ivar the Boneless, Sigurd the Snake in the Eye, and Ubba were among them. These sons, unlike their father, are firmly rooted in the historical record. Their existence lends credence to the theory that Ragnar, or a figure like him, was real. Ragnar's raids were the stuff of legend, striking fear into the hearts of European kingdoms. He was a master strategist, using the element of surprise to his advantage. His longships, with their shallow drafts, could navigate far up rivers, reaching deep into enemy territory. The Frankish Empire, in particular, became a favorite target for Ragnar and his men. He saw the internal divisions within the empire as an opportunity for plunder. In 845 AD, Ragnar led a massive Viking fleet up the Seine River towards Paris. This was not just a raid, it was an invasion, a bold statement of Viking power. The Frankish king, Charles the Bold, was caught off guard, his kingdom vulnerable. Ragnar's forces, numbering in the thousands, were relentless and brutal. They sacked towns and monasteries along the river, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The Vikings were not just warriors. They were also skilled merchants and opportunists. They sought not just battle glory, but also wealth and land. As they approached Paris, panic spread throughout the city. The city's defenses were no match for the sheer size and ferocity of the Viking army. Charles the Bold, desperate to save his capital, resorted to a different tactic: bribery. He paid Ragnar a massive tribute of 7,000 pounds of silver and gold to leave the city untouched. This payment, known as Danegeld, set a dangerous precedent for future Viking interactions with European kingdoms. It showed that wealth, not just steel, could be used to deal with the Norsemen. For Ragnar, the sack of Paris was the pinnacle of his career, a testament to his power and cunning. He returned to his homeland a wealthy and celebrated hero. The sagas also speak of Ragnar's raids on England, a land ripe for the taking. He is said to have clashed with several Anglo-Saxon kings, including King Ella of Northumbria. These raids were smaller in scale than the Paris expedition, but no less brutal. They were a constant threat to the coastal communities of England. The Anglo-Saxons lived in fear of the dragon ships and the fury of the Northmen. Ragnar's final raid, however, would prove to be his undoing. According to the sagas, he sailed to England with only 2 ships, a foolish act of pride. Believed his reputation alone would be enough to secure victory. His ships were wrecked on the coast of Northumbria, and he was captured by King Ella. Ella, seeking revenge for Ragnar's past transgressions, ordered a cruel and unusual punishment. Ragnar was thrown into a pit of venomous snakes, a death worthy of a saga. As he died, Ragnar is said to have prophesied that his sons would avenge him. His famous last words, "How the little pigs would grunt if they knew how the old boar suffers," echoed through the ages. News of Ragnar's death reached his sons, igniting a firestorm of vengeance. They gathered a massive force, the great heathen army, the largest Viking army ever assembled. In 865 AD, the great heathen army invaded England, not to raid, but to conquer. Were led by Ragnar's sons, each a formidable warrior in their own right. Ivar the Boneless, a brilliant strategist despite his physical limitations, was the mastermind. They swept across England, conquering kingdom after kingdom. Northumbria, the kingdom of King Ella, was their first target. They captured the city of York and made it their stronghold. King Ella was captured and subjected to a brutal execution known as the Blood Eagle. This gruesome ritual, though its historical accuracy is debated, symbolized the ultimate revenge. The great heathen army continued its campaign for years, changing the course of English history. He established the Danelaw, a large area of England ruled by the Danes. The legacy of Ragnar Lothbrok, therefore, is not just in his own deeds, but in the actions of his sons. He was the catalyst, the spark that ignited a new era of Viking expansion. His story, a blend of fact and fiction, has captivated audiences for centuries. From the ancient sagas to modern television shows, the legend of Ragnar endures. He embodies the spirit of the Viking age, adventurous, ambitious, and utterly ruthless. The historical Ragnar may be lost to time, but the legendary Ragnar is immortal. His tale serves as a reminder of a time when Norsemen sailed the seas and changed the world. The debate over his historicity continues to this day, a puzzle for scholars to solve. Was he a single, extraordinary individual, or a composite of many heroes? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between, in the gray area between history and legend. What is certain is that the name Ragnar Lothbrok will forever be synonymous with the Vikings. His story is a powerful saga of ambition, family, and revenge. It is a story that has been told and retold for over 1,000 years. And it is a story that will likely continue to be told for 1,000 more. The legend of Ragnar Lothbrok is a testament to the enduring power of storytelling. It is a reminder that some figures are so powerful, they transcend history itself. Ragnar's influence extended beyond his own lifetime, shaping the destiny of nations. The Danelaw, established by his sons, had a lasting impact on the English language and culture. The Viking presence in England, sparked by Ragnar's legacy, was a transformative force. The story of Ragnar and his sons is a classic tale of a father's legacy being fulfilled by his children. It is a story that resonates with universal themes of family, honor, and destiny. The historical accuracy of the sagas may be questionable, but their cultural significance is undeniable. They provide a window into the Viking mindset, their values, and their worldview. For the Vikings, fame and reputation were everything, the key to immortality. Ragnar Lothbrok, whether real or not, achieved that immortality. His name is etched in the annals of history, a symbol of the Viking spirit, the story of his life, a mix of brutal reality and fantastical myth, continues to inspire and entertain. He was a pirate, a king, a hero, and a villain, all rolled into one. His complexity is what makes him such a compelling figure. The legend of Ragnar Lothbrok is a powerful reminder of the human capacity for both great and terrible things. His raids brought terror and destruction, but they also brought change and new beginnings. The Viking Age was a period of great upheaval, and Ragnar was at its heart. His story is a microcosm of the Viking experience, a journey into the unknown. He dared to challenge the established powers of Europe, and for a time, he succeeded. His legacy is a testament to the courage and audacity of the Norse people. The story of Ragnar Lothbrok is more than just a historical account. It is a foundational myth of the Viking Age. It is a story that has shaped our understanding of this fascinating period of history. And it is a story that will continue to be told as long as there are those who are fascinated by the Vikings. The historical evidence for Ragnar is scant, but the legend is powerful. Some scholars believe he was a composite of several historical figures. Others argue that he was a real person whose deeds were embellished over time. The truth may never be known for certain, but the debate itself is part of the legend. It is undeniable as the impact of the stories told about him. These stories inspired generations of Vikings to seek their own fortunes across the seas. They provided a model of what a successful Viking leader could be. Ragnar's legend was a powerful recruiting tool for Viking armies. The promise of glory and wealth, as exemplified by Ragnar, was a powerful motivator. The fear he inspired in his enemies was also a potent weapon. The name Ragnar was enough to send shivers down the spines of coastal communities. His reputation preceded him, making his raids all the more effective. The psychological impact of his raids was just as significant as the physical destruction. Ragnar's story is also a cautionary tale about the dangers of pride. His final, ill-fated raid on England was a result of his own arrogance. He underestimated his enemy and paid the ultimate price. This aspect of his story adds a layer of tragic depth to his character. It shows that even the greatest heroes can fall. The legend of Ragnar Lothbrok is a rich and complex tapestry, woven from many different threads. It is a story that has something for everyone: adventure, romance, betrayal, and revenge. It is a story that continues to fascinate and inspire us, even after all these years. The enduring appeal of Ragnar's legend is a testament to its power. It speaks to our fascination with heroes and villains, with the epic struggles of the past. And it reminds us that the stories we tell are just as important as the history we uncover. Ragnar's life was a saga in itself, a grand narrative of a bygone era. His journey from an obscure chieftain to a legendary king is a remarkable tale. He was a man who dared to dream big and had the courage to chase those dreams. His ambition was as vast as the ocean he sailed upon. He was a true pioneer, a trailblazer who opened up new worlds for his people. The world was his oyster, and he was determined to pry it open. His legacy is not just one of destruction, but also of creation. He and his people were not just raiders, they were also settlers and traders. They built new communities and established new trade routes. They were a dynamic and innovative people, and Ragnar was their embodiment. The Viking Age was a time of great change, and Ragnar was a key agent of that change. His story is a reminder that history is not just a series of dates and events, but a collection of human stories. And Ragnar's story is one of the most compelling of them all. It is a story that will continue to be told and retold, a timeless epic for the ages. The legend of Ragnar Lothbrok. is a powerful force that has shaped our understanding of the past. It is a story that has inspired countless works of art, literature, and film. And it is a story that continues to capture the imagination of people all over the world. Ragnar's name will forever be remembered as one of the greatest Vikings who ever lived. His story is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. It is a story of courage, determination, and the will to overcome any obstacle. And it is a story that will continue to inspire us for generations to come.